I did it. Yay. I made it. Hi. Wait, except I'm not on the right screen here. Hang on. No one's coming on. I'm here. Tracy's there. Hi, Tracy. How you doing? I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did here. I'm set up, sort of. Okay. I think I'm in the right place. I got two things going on here. I got 25 things going on here, actually. Hi, Diane. Hi, Leslie. Okay, I did it. Let's see if I'm live. Boop, boop, boop. Wait, I have to mute this, though. Okay. I'm live. I got this. Turn that off. Okay. So, I did it. Welcome to Tuesdays with Theresa. It has been a while. I canceled. I gave you the best of Theresa. I was on vacation. I don't know what I've been, just sort of out of everything. Been busy, but been out of everything. I had a lot going on since Rep Fest, actually, and I haven't shared a lot of this with you guys. I have a tendon problem in my foot. I've been going to physical therapy for. I have a knee problem for I don't know how many years. I was trying to figure that out the other day and realized that I haven't even been able to kneel in 10 years, if not more, probably 12. So I'm working on getting a knee replacement. I have a tooth missing. I just got this tooth pulled and they're doing an implant. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of crazy stuff. But I have fundraisers going on and I'm trying to keep my business going, and it's been a really good year for the team. And what else? Oh, I broke a fingernail. I was doing laundry. Who breaks a fingernail doing laundry? Me. Do you like this? Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? And the earrings to match. You know what that is? Oh, I didn't say. Welcome to another Tuesdays with Theresa. I am Theresa Paul, Silver Executive Leader with Avon. And yeah, it's Tuesday. So I love this jewelry. It was in the What's New campaign 25, so I bought it. It's the 14 karat gold plated collection. Oh my God, it's so nice. You have to show this stuff to your customers. They got to see this. So it's in the campaign 25 book. Great stuff. You got to show this off. People will comment on it. So I was looking through the What's New, trying to find it. And in the What's New 26, I'm so proud of my team. So proud of my team. In the campaign 26, What's New? Did you guys see this? Did you see this? Teamwork makes the dream work. There's me with the really bad hair. I hate that picture. I need a new picture. But it's me, but it's also 3 of my bronze leaders that all titled this year with the new comp plan. I have Janelle Lacatina, Shauna Boland, and Lulu Combs. So it's this whole, they did this whole 2-page spread with us. I thought that was the best thing ever. I've been featured in the What's New before, but never with my team. This was so amazing. I'm such this proud mama. I love it. So that was really cool to see in the campaign 26 What's New. I have all this stuff. Oh, so I saw this post today, these pajamas. It made me laugh. How to increase your sales during the holidays. Wear the pajamas when you do deliveries. You'll sell them. Well, who doesn't wear pajamas when they go shopping at Walmart anyway, right? So Shauna's on. I just saw Shauna. Hi, Shauna. So that was really cool that we were featured in that What's New, huh? So wear the pajamas when you do deliveries, and then you can sell them along with the penguin. Take the penguin with you. So talk about bumping up your sales. How fun, right? I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about, and I had asked. I have so much stuff laying all over this table. If you guys could see this mess around me, you'd be like, especially if you're a little OCD. Unlike me, I do my best my best work in my clutter. I have, oh my God, I have, wait, I have my mailing envelopes because any of you guys that are leaders, this is what I'm doing. The reps that have been signing up the past few weeks, the past week or so, they're signing up for Campaign 26. So Avon's sending them books for Campaign 26 and Campaign 1. But we're just now starting Campaign 25. So you can fit a good 10 to 12 brochures in this padded envelope and mail it to them for $7. So all my reps on the team that have been signing up, I've been doing this now for a couple weeks when I realized they weren't getting the books because I want them to have the sales for the holidays, right? So I've been mailing everybody brochures. I ran out of Campaign 25 brochures. Thank God tomorrow's Wednesday and I have more coming so I can mail more to the new reps. And then when they start them for Campaign 1 and they're not getting the Campaign 26 books, I'm going to be sending out those too. So I've been doing that. I got all that going on here. And then I've been putting these together. My A boxes. Isn't that cute? So freaking simple. How simple is that? Because I have some events coming up, and I'm going to take some of these with me too and sell them to my customers. I've been buying extra A boxes all along, and I use them for gifts and freebies for the customers and things like that. But look at this. So I bought, Janelle hooked me up with these because she's been doing it too. This whole bag, there's like 100 of these. They're 11 by 14 clear cellophane bags. I found them on, Janelle directed me, Amazon for like $11. And then I bought this huge box of bows and the curling ribbon that goes with it. So that cost me like $20 for that. So I can put these together. I can sell them for like $15 or whatever. They were $10 with my discount. I think I paid like $6 for them. Sometimes depending on what my sales were. Actually, it was probably more like $5.50 or $5. But I can sell these for $10. I can sell them for $15 or $20 if I want. But, like did a little curling ribbon on them. You can dress them up. You can add a couple pieces of candy inside or whatever. Great gift ideas. Great on the spot add-on sales. So I've been doing that. And then while I was looking for stuff in my room, I found, because I haven't been doing events, like last year this time I was sick. And I used to do like 3 or 4 or 5 events every year. Well, last year this time I was sick. I was recovering from emergency surgery. Didn't do much of anything. The year before I was having some problems too. So, hey JP, how you doing, buddy? So I found, this was awful. I'm embarrassed to say this. I found a box of slippers. So I said, look how cute this is. In those same cellophane bags, you stick the slippers in, a couple Footworks products, you can stick a bow on it. I was buying slippers when they were on sale in the clearance books so that I could sell at these events. So for $10, actually less than $10, I got the slippers. A couple Footworks products, you can sell this for $20. $15, whatever you put in there. You can put the mini hand cream, some lip balms. You could throw a couple pieces of candy or something decorative in there too. But how cute and simple is that to throw together as well? And the same thing, I can take these with me when I'm doing deliveries, last minute gifts, hostess gifts, whatever. I'm looking at these comments. You guys do this to distract me. I love when my friends come on here and try to distract me. So I have all this stuff going on around me because I'm trying to put all this stuff together. Oh, I didn't show you this. So look at the nice boxes these come in, this jewelry. I showed you the jewelry, the earrings. Look, they come in these beautiful little velvet boxes. Nice little gift boxes. They're adorable. Show them. JP hates bows. You know what? This ain't about you, JP. JP, you put curling ribbon on your... and I was going to do some of those too, and I didn't. So these, if I cut the end of this open, JP shows how you can wrap them, like the bath products, the body spray, the body lotion and stuff in the cellophane, and you tie up the ends. And I see you, JP, with your curling ribbon. You might not use the bows, but you use the curling ribbon. So I could do some of those with that too to put together. I have a couple events that I'm going to do this year. One of them is actually, I'm not even sure what it's like, like a holiday store with a school. It's one of their programs, like a retail kind of environment. So the students are actually going to run this little holiday boutique, and they're going to sell my stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. So what else is going on? So I didn't know what I was going to talk about, and I said, what do you guys want to talk about? So he wants me to take it off, take it all off. The boa at the scar, I don't even know where my boa is. Da, 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 da. I need some music here. I could take the glasses off. I could take the jewelry off, but that's about all I'm taking off there, buddy. So, anyway, I asked, like, what did you guys want to talk about in the call tonight? And I got a few comments, and it was kind of interesting. So, Tracy, it's the burrito. It's in my notes. It's in my notes. So that was kind of funny. So really, it was kind of interesting how some of the comments were still about fundraising. And as much as I talk about fundraising and I share, I have a YouTube video, you know, like how do you get the group to say yes? Or how do you approach the groups? Or what kind of groups to approach? And one of my YouTube videos, I did a whole thing on just getting the yes. It's groups to approach, how to approach them, what to share with them, how to get them to say yes to your fundraiser. So I'm not really going to go into a whole lot of that right now because I did a whole YouTube video on it. So go to YouTube, find my videos. It's called Fundraising Getting the Yes. So you can find... Barbara, I get it. You can't do events with the back problems. I'm back and forth with the events. And I'm hoping that I make it through the events that I'm doing this year because I got the knee problems. I'm getting a whole knee replacement. But so I definitely am not doing them like I used to. And some of them I share with my team members, so we get them done that way too. But so the fundraisers, ask your customers. One of the things, there's, you know, put the flyer, the bookmark there on the website that you can put in the brochures and ask your customers to hook you up with a group or an organization that needs a fundraiser. That's a really great way to get started to find groups. And again, the schools, the PTOs, but not just the PTOs or the PTAs, like the band, the drama club, the cheerleaders, the soccer team, like they all have, there's a million different groups and stuff in the schools. Right now I'm doing one for an 8th grade class. I am doing a couple with the PTOs. Those are my regulars that I've been doing since I started doing fundraisers. I've got groups that I've been working with every year. And with the online stuff, this is cool. I have I think I got 5 or 6 orders that just came in today. Because the Campaign 25 book went up online, and that's what the book they're selling out of. So a bunch of orders just came in online for the fundraisers that we're doing. So what else? Fundraisers. And put the information on all your business cards. There's fundraising business cards that you can get from Town and Country that says, I do Avon fundraising. Put it out there. Just keep putting it out there. It might take you a year to actually get a fundraiser booked, but a lot of my fundraisers came from one of the main fundraisers that I started doing. And churches, yeah, Mindy says churches. And it's not just the church, but there's all sorts of youth groups and prayer groups and mission groups and all sorts of different groups within the church that you can start working with. And once you get one group going, it branches off from there. I got a lot of fundraisers from one of my main fundraisers that I did years ago. I ended up with some preschools, a Catholic school, the middle school, 8th grade in the next town, which is a big school. And after the 8th grade did it, the PTO wanted to do for the whole school the following year. So that was a $12,000 fundraiser. I've done the girls track team at the high school. I've done the senior class. I've done, you know, there's so many different groups within the schools and the churches that you can approach. And not even just in the schools, at the gyms, there's competitive dance teams, there's competitive cheerleaders, there's competitive gymnastics teams, travel teams, and they all need money to do these events and to travel and stuff. So they all do fundraising. You know, when you're out and you see the group standing in front of the store with their bucket collecting cash, approach them. Go through the newspaper. If they're doing pancake breakfast, they're looking for fundraisers. Approach them. See what you can do too. Bern, hi Bernadette. She said, hi Mom. That's so sweet. Did you figure out how many shoes to pack, Bernadette? I can't wait to see you next week. So there's a lot of different things you can do to find groups or organizations that need to raise money. So so that's kind of that. The other thing that people were asking about was the Alma lead conversion. And that's, what's the matter, Mr. Henry? Where's the other one? Okay. Did he not go potty? Oh. He needs to go potty? Oh no, he's just snooping around. The dogs. They all decided they wanted to go out. As soon as I'm hitting the live button, the dogs decided they wanted to go out. They know. They're like 2-year-old children. They just know. So the lead conversion, call them, text them, email them, but contact them right away. This is one thing that's kind of important. When they're online and they're filling this out and they're interested in hearing about Avon or learning more, or they've gone to the avon.com website, there's a level of interest there. And if you wait 5 days before you contact these leads, that level of interest shoots way down. So you can text them and email them. And yes, this is a digital world. And yes, a lot of people don't answer their phones. But a lot of people do answer their phones. And yes, a lot of people don't listen to their voicemails, but a lot of people do listen to their voicemails. And because they initiated this contact and put their information in there, it's not bad for you to call them. So what I do is I call them, I leave them a voicemail. I also send them a text telling them why I called them, because they might not answer if they don't recognize the number, but once they see the text and see what it's about, then they may go back and listen to the voicemail. Or they might answer it again when I call them back the next time. I also send a follow-up email with some information, the Kickstart flyers and things like that. So, some of the getting started stuff. Not too much information. You don't want to inundate them with like total information overload. They're going to be like, okay, I just wanted to sell lipstick. This is way too much. But you want to let them know that they can make money doing this. So you're going to call, text, email. You're not going to call them 3 times in the same day. You're not going to call them up and say, you signed up online, you want to sell Avon. Because just because they inquired and they're looking for information doesn't necessarily mean they want to sell Avon. Now the premium leads, the interest level is much higher than the standard and the shared leads. And some of the standard and the shared leads didn't come from avon.com where they said, oh, let me see what it's about to sell Avon. They might have filled something out, marketing surveys, or something on the job sites. So maybe they're interested in makeup or a home-based business or direct sales or something, but not necessarily Avon. So sometimes when we call them up and say, hi, this is Theresa from Avon, and you filled something out you wanted to know about selling Avon, the first thing they say is, I never filled anything out. I don't want to sell Avon. So don't just start with that. You can say, I received your information from Avon, that you were interested in maybe earning some extra money, or you were looking for a career, just something a little more subtle and a little more soft than you signed up to sell Avon. Because they didn't, they're going to tell you no, and then that's going to be it. So the shared ones and the standard ones aren't always filling something out that says, fill this out so you can hear about selling Avon. So you need to try a different approach with them. And then just because they don't call you back or text you back right away doesn't mean they're not interested. It just means they're busy. So follow up with them in a few days or a week later. And after, a couple of weeks of trying to contact them, if they still haven't responded, don't close the lead. It doesn't mean they're not interested. It just means they're not interested right now. So I've got people that have signed up, leads from 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They inquired, they were interested, but that didn't mean they were ready to start right away. It was just something that they were looking into. Or something happened in their life. They might have filled that out, and the next day they might have gotten in a car accident and everything changed in their world. You don't know. So just because they're like not ready now doesn't mean they're not ever going to be ready. It's just, something that they were looking into. So I don't close the leads unless it's completely all wrong information. They don't exist. Unless they tell me drop dead. Unless they text me back. I've gotten some really crude, horrible stuff that just made me laugh. But those I close. So, so you do the follow-up. The lead conversion, these are just leads. They're not people that are going to sign up to sell. They're leads. It's up to us to share the information with them. to get them interested or to answer the questions that they have regarding their level of interest. So just because they filled that out doesn't mean they're going to sign up. Just because they don't sign up right away doesn't mean they're never going to sign up. Again, they're just leads. So, and then I also send postcards or a brochure. They've got something in hard copy. They might delete the emails. Some people never check their emails, even though they put an email address there. If they've got that business card, postcard, or a brochure with the information laying on the coffee table, somebody could pick it up and say, oh, Avon, I like Avon. Were you thinking about selling Avon? Oh, maybe we should sell Avon. So it's something else there that either they're going to keep looking at or somebody else might see as well. So, think about doing that too. It costs a little bit of money, but that's another option for the contacts with the lead conversion. Right, Carrie says, or take me off the list. There are people that say, don't call me again, I'm not interested. And then, yeah, you're going to take them off. You're not going to call them. Or you make a note in there that says never ever call them again, but you'll leave them in there. Because if they go back in ever in 2 years and they're still in your Alma, if they just go to avon.com and fill the information out again and they're still in your Alma and they sign up, they should link back to you. If you close that lead, they're going to go to somebody else. So, that's a little iffy there. Or they sign up their no job boy. Oh, they sign their no job boyfriend. Yeah, I've seen that too, Donna. Like some guy's going, I never signed that up. Or I've actually gotten, some guy thinking it's funny to sign up all his friends too. So, so yeah. So then this was kind of funny. So then one of the other questions that was on there was Tracy wanted to know how much of that burrito I ate. That made me laugh because if you guys saw when I was in California last week, I've never been there, but I knew this place existed. It's this, oh my God, Sonoma Cantina. It's up at Big Bear Lake in the village there. And if you guys are from California area or you know anything about the resorts out there, we used to go to Big Bear when I lived out there as a little kid. Daddy would take us up there fishing and to hang out for the day and everything. So there's this really cool place up there to eat. And they have these 7-pound burritos. So we take my husband, my brother and my mom decided we were going to do this. My son moved out there, my oldest son. And so we take them up there to eat, and we kind of don't tell them what the whole gig is, but then they kind of figured it out. So we get these 7-pound burritos. We only ordered 2 of them, but we took pictures so it looked like we all had these burritos that we were going to eat. So we took the pictures. One burrito, the 7-pound burrito, fed, how many of us were there? 2, 4, there were 6 of us. The one 7-pound burrito, 6 of us ate it. Then we took the other one home. And then we were like, what are we going to do with this other burrito? We had so much food because we had a party at my mom's the day before that too. So there was so much food in my mom's refrigerator. We sent the other burrito to work with my brother for his crew. So, but it was really good. We were like, I don't know how good this is going to be. It's just kind of like a draw thing. So we thought maybe it was going to be crappy. But it was like 4 different kinds of meat. And the rice was really good in it. So it was really, really good. So we ate the whole burrito. It was huge. So Bern, she's laughing. You didn't know what, Bernadette? That we didn't really each have a burrito, that we shared them for the pictures. And then the big margarita. My mom and I were sharing this margarita, but my mom flipped my straw out of the thing and it landed on the floor, so Mommy finished the margarita without me. So they were huge, these huge burritos. It was fun. It was really fun. So that was the burrito story that Tracy wanted to know about. What else? Somebody's sending me messages over here. Let's see. Sorry, Mary, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm not even going to discuss that. There's so many different stories about how comes and goes and where they come from. And the conversion rates and where they get the leads and how they get them, yeah. Somebody else asked about getting team members interested in building teams of their own. So that's, you have to talk to your team members. You have to get to know them. You have to know, why are they here? Why are they just looking for extra money? Are they looking to build a business? Are they able to build a business? Can they get out there? Can they promote themselves? Do they have an online following? Can they do events? Can they hold open houses? Can they hold opportunity meetings? Are they even interested in that? So while we're sitting here going, yeah, we want our team to build teams, the thing is, do they want to build teams? So you're going to find people in your team that do want to and do need to, that will start building a team and realize maybe this isn't for them, or they don't know what they're doing, or they don't know what to say. So it's up to us to kind of help coach them and guide them. But the best way to figure this out with your team members is to have conversations with them. Not necessarily, yeah, we talk to them. I call my team members. I try to. It's, one of those things, like every day the past week, I'm like, okay, I'm making calls today. But one thing happens, another thing happens, and I don't pick up the phone and make calls because I'm busy doing a million other things. But in your Facebook groups, in your emails, in the way they respond to you, in your private messages, in your texts and stuff, you're going to know who's interested, who wants more, who wants help, who wants to be coached. And what it's all about. Like, I didn't sign up my first recruit till I was 8 years into the business. So in the beginning, I didn't know what it was about. I saw the little chart in the book. There was this little graph with, the tree and the little stick figures and stuff. And I'm like, why do I want to sign them up? I want to sell Avon to them. And I didn't really understand the whole leadership thing. And I just needed some extra money, and selling Avon was getting me the extra cash that I needed. Then once I got a job and I decided I didn't like working that job anymore and I was going to quit my job and do this full time, and I started looking more into what this whole leadership thing was about and how do you make money with it and what do you need to do. I did a lot of research. I asked a million questions. I read the whole leadership guide from one end to the other to find out what it was about. So I was 8 years into the business before I signed up my first recruit. So just because somebody doesn't start right away doesn't mean they're not ever going to. It just means that's not the time for them. So stay connected with your team. Stay in touch with them. Your whys change over the years. My why has changed a million times over the past 25 years that I've been doing this. 24 and a half years that I've been doing this, not 25 years. I'm not old enough for that. So, and then, the one thing I forgot with my show and tell here, I didn't bring it out. So somebody else asked about how do you keep up sales after the holidays? Because right now the sales are kind of picked up a little bit. People are shopping. We got fun stuff in the brochures. And then typical with any kind of sales environment, the sales slow down after the holidays. But I don't really have that problem because I've learned a few things over the years. And one year, okay, so we all talk about, we give the customers a gift for the holidays, either the calendar or the mini hand creams, the lip balms and things. But one year, I bought everybody shower gels, and I put a bow on the shower gel, and that was their holiday gift with a little thank you for being my customer. My sales in the bath line of products blew up. They were buying the shower gels in all the different scents. They were buying the body sprays, the body lotions. These were people that hadn't tried our shower gels and stuff before. Or, so that really, I couldn't believe how much I sold in the next few campaigns just from giving these gifts of shower gels. So that was kind of huge. And then, so Eileen is asking about snow, and she can't get around because of her leg, and how do you do it if you can't get out in the snow? So you have to find other ways. either online or through your email, through your connections that way. I mail brochures to my customers because for me to get out and get everything to them, I just can't do it. That was one of the reasons I started. My customer base had grown. Way back, I was having back problems and everything. It was just so much to get everything done. So I started mailing brochures to my customers. I have a bulk mail permit. I do my own. But you can do them campaignmailer.com. It's campaign-mailer.com. For like $1 or $1.25, they'll mail your brochures for you. You don't have to buy the brochures. You don't have to put them together. You don't have to go to the post office. So that's a good way to make the connections too with your customers. So you have to be creative in what you're going to do if you can't get out of your house and do it. So, so back to how do I keep my sales up after the holidays. So that was really huge for me. And then when my customer base got so big and it was too hard for me, I didn't see everybody all the time. And I was mailing the brochures. And I didn't bring them with me. But on business card stock, I print out gift cards. And it looks like it says $5 holiday gift. Thank you for being a loyal customer all year. The holiday gift card is only good for campaign 1, 2, and 3. And it's a $5 gift card. It's not a coupon. And so you can do this if you want. Some reps do. It's $5 gift card with a minimum of a $20 purchase or a $15 purchase or whatever. I don't put a minimum purchase on it because, first of all, if I was buying them, the hand creams, the lip balms, and all that stuff, it's going to cost me a couple dollars anyway. Because of my sales level, I'm Rose Circle, I get a 45% discount. So even if I give them the $5 gift card and all they spend is $5, it's really only costing me less than $3, which is what I would have spent on a little gift for them anyway. And because this is their holiday gift, I don't put a minimum on it. And that's just the way I run my business. Again, other reps do. It's up to you. It's not one way is better than the other. That's just what I do and my reasoning. So, but what I found was out of all these customers, maybe 1 or 2 would just order $5 worth of stuff. That's okay. But most of them would spend $15, $20, $25. They love me. They appreciate me. They wanted something anyway, so they're getting it for $5 off. They bought a new face cream. They bought, whatever for themselves. So that's really good. Campaign 1, 2, and 3 only I did. But I want to look, and normally my reasoning for 1, 2, and 3 only was because campaign 4 would start like the Valentine stuff again and all the other kind of gift things, and people would start shopping again. So that was like what I did during the slow times, and then by campaign 4 they were buying other things. Or way back then I used to do my customer appreciation day for Valentine's Day, so that would bump the sales then too, and I didn't want to overlap my things. So I haven't done the Valentine's Day customer appreciation in a while, but that was kind of my reasoning with that. So that's what I do to keep my sales up after the holidays, and to keep people interested. Somebody had asked a question, and I'll go back and I have screenshots of the gift cards. I'll try and find them and I'll post them in the Tuesdays group. Somebody asked a question about bulk mail. Let me see if I can find it. How do you do bulk mail with the post office? How many brochures do you need to mail? It depends on your bulk mail center. So this is what I found out talking to other representatives that do bulk mail. It's supposed to be 200 identical pieces or 50 pounds. But some of them tell me that their bulk mail center will take 50 pounds. It doesn't necessarily have to be 200 pieces. The way it's put in the thing was unclear. My bulk mail center always told me it had to be 200 pieces. And it can't be like, oh, let me mail some campaign 26 and some campaign 1 brochures. They all have to be identical. So, but you go to the post office. Now, my bulk mail center is not even near me. It's a good 40-minute drive because I live in the middle of nowhere. So I drop my brochures off actually at one of the smaller local post offices in the next town over, not even in my own town. And then they take them down to the Muncie post office, and then Muncie sends them off to Westchester where they get sorted and distributed. So it costs I think it's $225 a year just for the bulk mail permit. And then you have to renew that every year. But I mailed the other day 300 Campaign 25 brochures, and it cost me like $190. So, but I also buy my envelopes, I buy the brochures, I sit here and I put them together with whatever flyers or specials that I'm doing, stuff them in the envelopes, put the address labels on them. I do print my envelopes. I make sure when I buy my printers, which I go through printers regularly, that they handle envelopes, and I have to feed them. Like I can only feed like probably 40 at a time through the printer, but it prints the indicia, you know, that says bulk mail permit number, and it prints my return address, and then I just do the address labels for the customers. So that takes me a few hours to put all this together. I have students that label my brochures for me. It's a work, like a job skills program that I do with the PTO in one of the schools. It's disabled students, and it's their job skills, and it's their job to label these brochures and make sure that they're done right, and then they count them and they put them back in the boxes for me. They put together all my fundraising packets. I do fundraising with their program and with their PTO in their school. So, this is all kind of like ties in with my business, but it helps the students too. And this is people that I used to work with when I worked in the schools that I've hooked up with. And it wasn't my idea. I didn't go to them to ask them to do this. They were like, can we do this? Because they offered to put together the fundraising packets. And then after a couple of years, they were like, we should just do this. You know, they know I have a big business now. They were like, we should just do your books for you. And I'm like, can we do that? And they used to have vocational programs in the school where they put together different things. I want to say like first aid kit kind of things and stuff like that. And that program actually is no longer in existence. So this is kind of, they're trying to replace a little bit of it with this. So, so that's one of the things. So yeah, then I take the bulk mail, all goes in the sacks, all the brochures. I take them to the post office. And so yeah, Faye says she has to send 200 pieces too of the same, yeah. So it's funny that some post offices, they'll tell you, no, it's 50 pounds. I don't know if whoever's running the bulk mail center just reads it wrong or what, and they process them that way. I don't know, but that's what I do. Now, some of them will tell you that you can just tab the brochure, so they don't even put them in the envelopes. They get like the little white circle dots, and they just tab the sides of the brochures so they don't flop open, and they put the labels on directly on the brochures. Mine said no, because the machines tear them up. They want them in the envelopes. So again, I don't know if they have different equipment at different bulk mail processing centers around the country, but that's how that works for me. And again, if you don't want to bulk mail your own, or you don't have that many to do, campaign-mailer.com does bulk mail for brochures, and you can do 3 brochures or 5 brochures, or do them every other campaign, or do 20, or do 50, or do 200 if you don't want to spend the time to do your own. I've been doing this so long. I actually tried to download my database because I use AV4. I use this other program altogether that I have been using for my invoicing and stuff for years. And I tried to download my database one time because I said, maybe I should just switch to Campaign Mailer. I couldn't even export my database. I don't know if it was the program. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was a computer. So, you know what? I'm just doing the same thing I've always done. It'll take me way too long to figure out a new way to do it. But, so that's the scoop with that. What else? Lots of comments here. I don't know if I can see all of them. I don't know if there were other questions. It won't let me watch the comments on here while I'm doing the video. And then if I try and scroll up here, I always screw it up. I can't see it on here. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on with me. You don't hook the Class B tape over that? Oh, God. The 6x9s, I got mine from actionenvelopes.com. I order 5,000 at a time because I also use them for my fundraisers. I print like the name, I don't have any of that in front of me here, but I use them for my fundraisers too. So I buy 5,000 brochure envelopes at a time from Action Envelopes. And they're the kind that you have to seal. They're not the clasp ones. They're not the pull-off ones. But so I sit here with the stacks of them and my sponge on a plate. Right here, look, my sponge on a plate. And I get it wet. And I dot the envelope on it, flip it, fold it, stack it. The next one, flip it, fold it, stack it. I've been doing this so long, I have a rhythm. And back in the day, When my son used to be my assistant before he went to college and moved away and got a life of his own, he used to do my brochures for me. And that's how he bought all his musical instruments and his guitars and his saxophones and his trombones and everything else. Was working for me doing all that. You know what? Oh, the gift cards. I don't put them in a Christmas card and mail them to them. I don't even put them in their orders. I put them on the Campaign 1 brochure. And I just tape it on the front of the brochure. Now, let me, if I have the envelopes here, I'm going to show you what I do, because I bulk mail everything. I don't know if I have any more envelopes down here. I don't, wait, let me see. No, that one was a blank. No, they're upstairs. I didn't bring them down. Wait, nope. So, this one's blank. It went through the printer wrong. What I do, though, is, so I do the indicia up here at the top. I do my return address. And down here in the bottom corner, I put a little message. Like, when I did my Happy Birthday to Me a couple campaigns ago, I put the label on the front of the brochure, wish me happy birthday with your Campaign 22 order, and you get 20% off. And I put that here too, happy birthday to me, whatever my special is, I put on the corner here. So when I print the envelopes for the Campaign 1 brochures, it's going to say happy holidays, your gift is enclosed. So they'll know to open it and find the gift card inside. So that's how I do those. And I probably could and should mail them a card. I don't. My customers know me for years. They love me just the way I am. I built my customer base so huge. When I was selling, $2,000 to $4,000 a campaign, it was really hard doing all this. But my team wasn't as big then. Now that my team is so huge, I've cut back on the sales. I'm really doing, like $1,500 to $2,000 a campaign. So, do you do 2 at a time, Faye? I really do not do 2 at a time. I have during the holidays. I have done 2 at a time. It's a 6x9 envelope, yeah, so I can stick 2 books in there. And because it's bulk mail, there were a couple years that my customers got Campaign 20, and I mail them every 2 weeks, but they got 24, 25, and 26 all at the same time, like when my last order was going in December 10th, and they were getting them that week, Campaign 24, 25, and 26. That happened 2 years in a row, a few years back. So then I started mailing them earlier, and actually a couple times I was so upset with the post office that I hand-delivered brochures, and then I did the customers that were far away, I paid first-class postage because I wanted to make sure everybody got the books. But I just couldn't do that last year after I was recovering from the surgery. And this year, so now I just mail them earlier. Like right now I'm putting together my Campaign 26 books, because those are going out next week, at the beginning of next week, even though we just started 25, because I want to make sure that the customers all have them in time to shop. So, yeah. So, I think that's kind of all I have to say for now. I've been babbling on for 40 minutes. I really did miss you guys, and I felt bad that I didn't do the calls, and I just felt like crap. I really did. And I'm like, I don't know. So, but I like doing the calls. I like sharing ideas. I like the feedback. I love, you guys share ideas with me too. So Faye mails 26 and 1 together. I'm not. I actually, even though Campaign 1 is before Christmas this year, I still tell them, and I've done this all the time because I was a late RPS for years. So most of the time, my Campaign 1s, unless I did an early one, I wasn't getting it back in time for Christmas. And I didn't want to be delivering the week before Christmas and Christmas Eve. So I kind of didn't do my Campaign 1s like that early and make it as a Christmas thing. If customers wanted it, I would tell them, yes, I can get it for you. But I didn't promote it that way, that it was like, I can get all this stuff for you for Christmas, because I needed that week before Christmas to do family stuff. I spent so much time working my business and fundraisers and that. I felt like my family was neglected. So I kind of did Campaign 1 as like not a holiday brochure. So I don't know where I'm going with that this year, because now that we're all on Flex, and it's all going to be before Christmas. So I'm not sure where I'm going with that this year. I have to look at that. I'm still on Campaign 26. I haven't even got as far to 1 yet. So So anyway, oh, Phyllis, that's sweet. So thank you. All right, I feel fidgety now. Let me wrap this up because I'm happy. Wrap this up. I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I have the team. If you guys are on my team, we have our team call tomorrow night. So I've been doing Tuesdays with Theresa every other week for everybody, and then I've been doing my team calls every Wednesday for just my team. So, and then I kind of neglected them because I was in California, and then the week before I wasn't feeling well, and so we kind of missed out on some of that too. But anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I can't believe it's Thanksgiving already next week. Is that crazy? Like, I'm still thinking summer stuff, and I don't know. All right, so that's all. Happy Thanksgiving. Good luck with everything. I hope everybody has a super success. Oh, I hope Campaign 24 was awesome for you because we kind of rocked it a little bit. I was looking at the numbers coming in today, and it was like they were kind of slow updating this morning. You guys that are in leadership, and we're all watching Vibe at the closeout, it was kind of slow updating today. And then, wow, the numbers really blew it up this evening. They was banging it out. So hope your 25 and 26 are super successful. Go make them successful. Go deliver in your pajamas. Go show your customers. Go take some little gift baskets and stuff to do sales. If you don't have any A boxes to do this with, if you have any kind of products at all, make little gift bundles and take them with you and show your customers. Get some last minute sales there. Maybe, do whatever you can. Excite people. Be that representative that offers really good customer service to your customers and your clients. All right? So thanks everyone for joining me. I will see you in 2 weeks. Good night. Let me see if I can find my off button here. And there it is.